How do you get to your first 10 to 20K per month? How do you do it? So, I recorded this training with my team earlier this week, and I've been trying so hard to get the video out and get it fixed. So, I recorded the video. Unfortunately, I recorded it on the wrong setting because over the holiday week, I was taking pictures of my family and I forgot to change the settings. Usually I have my camera set up where I can just record all the time because I don't really take pictures with my camera. So the footage is kind of bad. Like this, it just doesn't look as crisp as it should. So forgive the visuals that you're going to see, but take in the knowledge that I'm dropping. It took me years to put everything together in this training that I did. How do you get to your first 10 to 20K? How do you break through like the barriers, the roadblocks? Like, how do you get out of your way? This is the training that will change your life. If you are setting on your path, we're talking about New Year's resolutions and these big goals and these big things. If you watch this hour plus training, I think it's like 40 minutes that I went, 45 minutes. It was supposed to be 15, 20 minutes. But if you watch this video and you actually do the stuff that is in the video, your New Year's resolution, which we don't do those anymore, but your New Year's resolution, your goals, the things that you're setting, mind blowing. Mind blowing. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm super tired. I don't even want to record this video right now, but I have to get that video out and upload it. And I have to say, forgive me for the bad footage. If you are somebody who was coming aboard and you're just now getting on my team, this is the video for you. If you're somebody that is looking to break through the barrier so you can get your first 10, 20K per month, this is the video for you. Like, subscribe, and leave me a fat comment. Remember, you are an automator. You are in the process of automating millions. 15 minutes. For the next 15, 20 minutes, I want to impress on you guys the ability to create whatever you want in a short amount of time. Because everybody that's on this call, we're talking about building out a business or building out a stream of income. And it takes a lot of work to be able to do that. It takes a lot of like what you're doing right now. A lot of people, I have like 5, 6 people text me this morning, said that they can't be on this call because they're on vacation, which they should be on vacation. But if you're building something, then you have to be obsessed with it. And my motto is, and I want you guys to write this down. If you have a pen and paper with you, write this down. I am recording this and you're going to be able to watch it again later on. But this is my thing right here. It is do in 3 months what takes people years. And that is whatever your goals are. And this is why we went over the goals last week. And I told everyone to write your goals down. I told everybody to put it into the group so you can have an accountability partner. Like write down your why, do all these things before the year hits so you have a plan of action. Do in 3 months what takes people years. So if you see me looking up here, it's because I'm looking at my notes and I really want you guys to really focus on what I'm about to say right now, because this is what I do every single year. Every single year at this time, and even Val just said the same thing. He goes in self-reflection and he thinks about the past year, what he can do better or he can't do better. I do this every single year. I'm about to start a business or I'm just looking into the new year. It's like, how do I progress and how do I do better? And it really is condensing time and speeding up time. It is, I'm going to condense about 2 to 3 years of work in the next 3 months. And I'm saying this because I'm telling you guys what I'm doing so you can do it yourself. So how do you speed up time? Like the first thing that you truly got to do to speed up time is to tell the people that are closest to you what your vision is. like what you are projecting to do and who the person that you are becoming, because you have to get rid of the old person in order for this thing to happen. And you guys probably have noticed I don't talk a lot about the product knowledge in these meetings. I'm not going to be talking about like all of the telecommunication side or all the security side. I spend so much time on self development because if you put a lot of stuff on top of who you are, you're never going to be able to progress in life. So I spend so much time in self-development. And the very first thing you got to do is, and this is why we spent so much time last week, is knowing what your vision is. If you know what your vision is and you have a clear picture of what that is, the very first thing you got to do is, if you're married, you have a fiance, you have kids, you have people in your household or whoever that's closest to you, is you got to let them know what you're doing. And the reason that is because you have a certain amount of time in a day. You have 24 hours in a day. And in that 24 hours, in that day, in that period, you have to try to fit everything in that that 24 hours. I have a wife, I have kids, and I have businesses, I have business partners, I have all this stuff that I need to fit in 24 hours. And what I give attention to is what's going to grow. So I'm telling you guys, and some of you sent the message to me last week when I said to send me your goals and send me what you're going to be projecting to do in the next year. Some of you said I want to hit 100K for my first year, or I'm looking to build this out. I want to build a call center and I want to hit $1 million or whatever it is. Like, you got to understand, if you have 24 hours in a day and you're married, then you're going to lose time in your marriage. Or if you have kids, you're going to lose time with your kids. Or whatever that is, like, you have to project everything and put all of your time, your energy, and your attention on this thing so it grows. The reason most people fail is because they don't do this very first thing. Every time I start on a mission, and this is what it is a mission. It is, I tell my wife, I say, hey babe, I'm about to go in. I'm about to put all of my time and all of my energy on this thing. And I'm about to be working for 12, 14, 16 hours a day so this vision can come to life so we can have this life. I do that well, I don't do it anymore because she knows. I kind of just look at her. I say, hey, babe. And she said, yeah, 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 yeah. Because she knows for the next 3 months, this is what's about to happen. And for y'all that have a partner with you, you need that partner to support you, because you're about to tell that person, hey, we're not about to go to the movies. We're not about to have time together. We're not about to do this thing. And I need you to be supportive of that. Most people don't do that. What they do is they get this big idea where it's, all right, I'm gonna start this second job. I'm gonna start this business adventure. I'm gonna start this next venture, whatever that is. And then they go about it and they never tell the person. And then they are running against that wall. The very first thing you got to do is tell the person that is closest to you, like, hey, I'm about to do this thing and I need your support on that. We got people that are going to tell their significant other, this is what's going to happen. And that person is going to either build them up or break them down. And this is the thing that you got to do before you start this thing, because I'm telling you guys right now, in this next year, I'm going to create 5 millionaires on the telecommunication side. I'm going to create 5 millionaires on the security side. That's my goal. My wife knows that. And I told her all this stuff ahead of time so we can have the life that we have projected. But I got to put the time, the effort, and the energy in. And the very first thing that I did was, I'm writing the vision down. Same thing we talked about last week. We're writing the vision down. We're setting the goals. We're doing this thing, and we're doing it together. We're doing this thing together. Even though I'm the one actually doing the work, my wife knows that I'm about to lose the next 3 months of time, energy, and effort, because we only have 24 hours in a day. That is the very first thing that you got to do. And the next thing is, this is probably about to hurt some people's feelings, especially the people that are going to be coming on later on and they're watching this recording later, because all this stuff is going to be put up for training. This is what most people don't do. They don't grow in their life. Every year, I look at my call log, I look at my business relationships, I look at all of my friendships. and I say, how is this person serving me? And I'm not talking about serving me food on a platter. It is, how am I benefiting this person and how is this person benefiting me? When I had my podcast that reached over 140 countries, 130, 140 countries, whatever it was, the most downloaded podcast was Let Them Go. And in that podcast, I'm telling you guys right now of what I said, and it is, you have to be okay with letting people go in your life. Going into the new year, if you tell your significant other, the people in your life, what you're doing, they're supporting you, that builds you up. The next thing you got to do is say, you know what? This person in my life is not doing what they said they're going to do. Like, build me up. If your friendships, your business partners, the people in your life, if they're not building you up, then you have to do this thing. And this is why I said it's going to hurt some people. This right here is what people don't do because they get so comfortable. Oh no, hold on a second. I'm sorry. Give me one second. My laptop is not plugged in, so it's about to die. Give me 1 minute. All right. Thank God I saw that notification. Okay. What most people don't do is they don't like look at the people in their life. Like, this person is bad for me. And Mr. Blake, so you about to smile right now. We had a business partner. See, exactly. We had a business partner last year that literally broke down a multi-million dollar structure. And that person that is going to remain nameless is not in our lives anymore. Why? Because it's like, okay, now this person is destructive. Even though we literally made hundreds of thousands of dollars together, this person is not good for me. So I have to let the person go. You guys realize I'm not talking anything about like the business stuff because this stuff is business stuff. This right here, if you lay down this foundation of the stuff that I'm telling you right now, by the end of next year, which would be this time going into the next year, you're going to be one of those five people on the telecommunication side or the security side that is like, you know what, everything Rob said last year, I've done that. I was doing that self-development stuff because that self-development stuff led into my actual business life. Your personal life is going to have every bit of reflection on your business life. Every bit. But the very first thing you got to do is tell your significant other, tell the people in your life, hey, this is what I'm about to do. This is my vision. Like I'm going to create $1 million this year. I'm going to create $1 million business this year. I'm going to make $100,000 for the first time in my life. I'm going to do this and I need your support. Like, that's the very first thing you got to do. And then the next thing is, again, let the people go in your life that is not serving you, and most people can't do that. Every year. I got 2 more days, or is it a day? 2 days before the new year hits. Technically 2 days, and I have to take account on this is what happened this year, and I can't take this person with me to the new year. Why? Because I need to grow as a person. I'm not benefiting this person no more. And now this person has to go because my goals are growing. I'm going to grow as a person. I'm going to be in a group with people that meets every single Monday so I can grow as a person and so my business can grow. And then the very next thing you got to do is surround yourself now with people that are actually going to inspire you and sharpen you and hold you accountable to the words that you say. I said last week to either send me your goals in or post inside the group. And the reason that I said that is most people don't have people around them to hold them accountable to what they want. And I say like you remember how I touched on this so hard last week of like, what do you want? Most people cannot say what they want, like in just in a sentence. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? What do you want your life to look like? How much money do you want in your life? Like, most people can't do that. I can tell you right now, again, I'm going to create about 10 millionaires, which is 10 businesses next year, going into the next year. I'm telling you this right now because you're going to see it in front of you. 10 people that have a business that is grossing at least $250,000 a year. If I do that, that's going to give me everything that I want in my life, but I got to pour out every single Monday I'm going to be here. I've got to help you build whatever it is that you want to build in your life, but I'm going to build that. I can tell you exactly what my vision is going to be. Most people can't do that because most people don't take the time to do that and then talk about it and then have people hold them accountable for it. Like people don't have that. Like I'm gonna hold you accountable to the words you say. And for the people that actually told me this is what I want, I'm going to hold you accountable to that. And the thing about it is, it's scary because now you got to break these old habits and these old beliefs and the old whole system of who you used to be. Like somebody is telling you, like, hey, hold on a second. You told me that you want to last week. How many people said, I'm going to create generational wealth, but they're not on this meeting right now? How many people said last week, I want to make this money, I want to do this thing, and I guarantee you they're going to fall off before the new year even hits? My goal for you, everyone that's in this group and the people that are coming that's going to be watching this later, is to have somebody hold you accountable. When I tell you, even through our ups and our downs, Mr. Blakes will text me and be like, yo, this is not done. Hey, this is not like this. Why? Because my mind doesn't work the way his mind works. Like he is a administrator. I am not that. I do things very sloppy because I am a full visionary. But that guy is like, hey, Robert, this is not right. Hey, Rob, you said that we're going to be projecting this way, and then I'm held accountable to that. Everyone needs somebody to hold them accountable. And as I'm going to progress in my life, I'm grabbing people that are higher on a higher level thinking than I am to pull me up. Why? Because I don't know everything. So the third thing you got to do is be okay with speaking what you want and have somebody hold you accountable to that thing. And then the next thing is do 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 keeping you honest to the goals. All right. When you're setting your goals and you're you're looking at your life for what you want, most people, and I'm gonna bounce back and forth because I'm gonna say this later. Most people don't truly reflect on what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. Like hold themselves accountable on a day-to-day basis to progress. And what I mean by that is, you remember how I said, Val said it a second ago. He said, you know what, I reflect towards the end of the year. And I said it, I do the same thing. Like I reflect where it's like, I need to let these people go. I need to do this. If you want time to speed up in your life, then you hold yourself accountable. You hold yourself to like this, like you put yourself on your own pedestal, like a camera is watching you every single day. And that means when you wake up in the morning, what are you doing? Like what is your first actions when you wake up? Do this right here in a 24-hour period. In a 24-hour period. If you want to see your life change, I'm talking about like crazy change. Hold yourself accountable in a 24-hour period and say, you know what? This is not lining up with my goals. This right here is not exactly what I want in my life because I'm watching TV when I should be doing this thing over here. Like the first thing is you have somebody hold you accountable. Now you are holding yourself accountable every single hour of the day. If you do this, your life is going to change. Why? Because you're going to pick up your phone. Or from 7 to 8, I got up and I was on TikTok. From 8 to 9, I was still on TikTok. All right, all right, all right, all right. Um, from 10 to 11. Okay, cool. I did my first meeting. Right now, I'm in my meeting. All right, I'm motivating you guys. I'm talking to you guys, and as soon as the meeting is done, I should be sending out payroll. But let me get back on TikTok real quick. All right, I'm on just yo, these cat videos are dope. That's what people like. That's what people do. Like they don't think about what's happening in their life. Like they have this goal, whereas I'm gonna be this person, I'm gonna do this thing. They don't have somebody else to say, "Yo, you said you're gonna do this," and now you say to yourself, This is looking at yourself from a third person's perspective. And what I mean by that is it takes me, the crazy person yelling at you, it takes me out of the picture. It takes you out of the picture, which is you guys are over here, but I'll see you guys here. It takes you out of the picture, and it takes a person that is not in the picture saying, like, wow, this is what's happening in my life. I said I'm going to do this thing, and I'm not doing it. This person is telling me that I'm not doing this thing. And now, without any emotion, this person up here is looking down at me and saying, like, you know what? I need to do better. So every single hour you're looking at yourself. That means you're having self-reflection for every single hour. How did I learn this information? I learned this information from Lisa Nichols' manager. If you look up Lisa Nichols, she is one of the top motivational speakers in the world. When I went to that conference, I made relationships with her and I made relationships with her manager who was with her for 20 years. When she put me through a coaching session, she was like, "Hey, Rob, this is what millionaires do. And most millionaires don't know this. I want you to look at your life for 24 hours. And I want you to write down everything you're doing for 24 hours." She said every 10 minutes, but that's ridiculous. For 24 hours. And when I did that, and at the time, I wanted to have a personal training business. I wanted to speak about losing weight because I lost 150 pounds. So I wanted to teach people, like, yo, this is how you do it. Like, this is how you get healthy. This is how you stay healthy. And that was my main goal. I wanted to coach people and train people. But I realized I was sleeping like 9 hours. I was training 2.5 hours. I was not doing the stuff that I wanted to do. And I had her hold me accountable. I had to hold myself accountable. And then I started to change myself as I looked at the 24-hour period. I'm throwing a lot at you guys right now because for the ones that are coming in, I said do in 3 months what takes people years. I want you to press down on your life. Like don't play with it. Like Mr. I say Mr. Blake's, but it's Derek to me. That's like my older brother. But Mr. Blake's as my business partner, he knows. I don't play around with this stuff. Whatever I'm doing, like I don't play around with it. Why? Because I have to hold myself at a high standard. Why? Because I gotta pull other people with me. My goal is to create millionaires. I've done it. Now I want to do it all over the United States. In order for me to do that, I have to do the exact same stuff that I'm telling you guys. Like it is getting obsessed with what you want in your life. Most people don't have that opportunity to do that. I'm creating a platform for you to be able to sell something, but actually have the tools and the network to build yourself up as a person. Like there is nothing on this planet that has what is being built in front of you guys right now and girls. The next thing is I keep saying about to hurt somebody's feeling, but it really is. So the thing that keeps people broke, unhappy, unsatisfied with their life is using, I'm about to use a big word, and I probably shouldn't use it, but it is coping mechanisms. And those coping mechanisms is I say that I'm going to do these things, but I got like 12 seasons of I don't know who has 12 seasons. I'm gonna say Lost. I don't remember how many seasons they have, but I had 12 seasons of Lost to watch. So instead of me doing what I say that I'm going to do, I'm gonna watch Lost. You know what? Loss is not my coping mechanism. Alcohol is my coping mechanism. I gotta get this drink on Friday. Instead of working the extra 2 to 3 hours, I gotta get these drinks. You know what? Drinking is not your thing. You know what? Ain't nobody watching. I'm gonna watch some porn. I'm gonna watch some porn for the next 3 to 4 hours, even though I'm supposed to be doing this thing right now. I need to get this itch. I need to get this thing done. I said I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings is because this was a position that everything I'm telling you guys, I have to go through this same reflection where it's like, dude, I can't drink. I can't watch TV. I can't do these things. I need to be laser focused on what I'm building. But most people don't do that. That's why you are going to see, and I'm going to keep saying this. You're going to see people cop into these meetings. And you're gonna see people hop out. They're gonna be like, you know, I can't. Oh, it's dangerous. Wait. You want me to work? You want me to do better in my life? I thought this was gonna be easy. You all know how many people hit me up and say, you know what, that's work. I don't want to do that. I can't do that. Do in 3 months what takes people years. Kick the habits. But only you can do that. If you're not doing something in your life, like the thing that you want, the thing that you want to create is because you are the person that is in your way. I love it. Tyrese Gibson said this in his book, Get Out of Your Own Way, How to Get Out of Your Own Way. It's like you are the person that is in your own way. Like if you want something in your life, you're going to make the time to do this. And I want to touch on this because y'all weren't in the group. Y'all, dang, I've been in Louisiana too long. You guys have not been in the group that long, but Lillian, if I'm not mistaken, um, the first day or two, she could not do the training. And I set the training up as a roadblock for people. Like, if you want to start to get in and get into the motion, you got to go through all of this training. You got to go through all of these hoops so I can watch you say what you are not going to do and to fall off. She put in the group, and I'm about to mess it up, but she put in the group something like, uh, grandparents got the kids, I'm about to kill it, or something like that. Something in that nature. And she went through the training, which takes people weeks. People still had not done the training. She did it in 1 day, and she's like, "What's the next thing?" Okay, well, okay. What's the next thing? But not making excuses, not making excuses about the thing that she wants to do. Again, the thing that she wants to do, not what I'm trying to project on her, but the thing that she wants to do. Um, uh, this is the big one, and I've thrown this video out to a lot of people on like creating what you want in your life because this is what we're doing. We're creating this thing going into the new years. We're creating this thing. I have a beautiful meetings. I have meetings back to back to back on Monday, and one of those meetings is with Mr. Blake's and a person that we're going to be recruiting. That's already in motion to set up an entire team. Like that one meeting, that one action is going to create because we're going to mold it and we're going to shape it. Is going to create hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars because of the way we are projecting to set this thing up. That's one meeting. What most people don't do, and I'm gonna throw this video in the chat because it's so important, because I put my wife through the same process. Most people get distracted on making money. Like they do everything else except the thing to make them money, the thing to make everybody some money, some type of income, because that's why everyone is on this call is to sell something or to be in a meeting or like in a situation that's going to cause money to happen later on in your life. Like the biggest thing is if I put this on my schedule, it's going to make me successful. If I talk to this person over here, it's going to make me successful. Wait, now it's time to sell somebody something. No, I ain't gonna do that. That's just too scary. If I told um I'm gonna use Angel as an example. No. I don't want to keep using Lillian, but she said she's gonna go door to door. So I'm gonna hit this real quick. If I told you let's use the security stuff as an example. You said you're going to go door to door. If I told you
Yeah.
you have to hit 1,000 doors in order for you to reach your goal, like that is the big picture of what it is. And you got to break that down. I'm not going to break it down to like what your goals are and all these different things, but it's like you got to hit 1,000 doors in order to reach your goal. Most people won't even get to the 20. Most people won't even get to the 30. Why? Because that's the selling process. That's the scary process. There is a certain amount of actions that you have to do to get a certain thing. And if it's going door to door, the projection is, all right, I'm going door to door and I'm going to set myself up. And there's more things that we can talk about for to set you up successful and all these different things, training with Val and us training and all these different things. But I'm trying to use this as an example. If you're going to go door to door and that is your way of of getting leads for yourself and making money, then it needs to be, I need to hit on 100 doors. Like I'm going to hit on 100 doors today. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna hit on 100 doors. Even if you fall short, you're going to close one to two people. But most people don't do that. Most people don't set the time and the space and the energy to actually do the thing to do that. Why am I saying that? I'm gonna go back to Mr. Blake's. Mr. Blake's, if you don't mind me saying, is a little bit above 49, right? When we went out into the when we went out into the field, and this is what I did. He didn't have to say anything. He didn't know where we were going. He didn't have a tablet in his hand. He didn't even have to knock on any doors. But when we went out there, how many doors did we hit? How long were we out there? And did we close any deals?
Yes, we hit our average was to hit at least 100 doors uh, a day.
A day. Like a day. I just want you guys to see this. If your thing is I'm going to be doing phone calls, thank you, sir. If I'm going to be doing phone calls, then it is I need to call 100 to 200 people in this time period. And I'm about to tell you how to set up that in just a second. People don't make the space for it, and people just don't do the action for the thing. So in the video that I'm gonna post, I'm gonna try to go back on the way I said it and the way I set it up. The video I'm gonna post in there, my wife was like, you know what? I need to get money by the end of the day for my school. I need money by the end of the day. I said, if you do these actions right here, I guarantee you, most people can't guarantee you, like I guarantee you, you're about to make some money. So she has a school, right? She got people coming in, which is her assistant. She got the cook coming in the door. She got kids coming in the door. She has our baby sitting right there. And I'm like, all right, this is what I need you to do. I need you to make the space to be able to make this thing happen. Remember how I talked about in the beginning? All this is going to be lining up. Remember how I said, like, you got to talk to your significant other, you got to talk to the people that are around you, because you got to make the space for it to happen. Somebody got to watch the kids during this time. Somebody has to have your back. Like I need you to make this food. Usually I'm the one that's cooking in the house, but in this time period, my wife is like, hey, are you hungry? I'm gonna make you food because I see what you're doing. You're working 14, 16 hours a day. It's the same thing for y'all right now. Like you got to make the space for it to happen. Clear out all the bad baggage, all the bad stuff that people don't want to talk about, which I already talked about all that stuff. Get rid of all that stuff. Make the space for it to happen. Actually sit there and make it happen and also break through the fear of the thing happening, right? So watch this. My wife and I sat down for like 2 hours. I said, baby, all right, I need you to write a script. I can't do it for you, but I can coach you through the session. I can coach anybody through a session right now on writing and tailoring a script for yourself. If you're about to go door to door, boom, I got you. If you're about to make a phone call, boom, I got you. I cannot sound like you, but I can help you write out a script. So I was like, hey, baby, do this. Uh, write your headline, write your opening, because I can't sound like you. I want you to tell a little bit of story about your school, and I want you to go into your ask. Like, what are you asking for? And I want you to make the list. How many times have I told you guys, and to slow down? I'm getting excited. How many times have I said, write down your list? I said, hey, baby, write down your list of all your people. My wife went boom, 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 boom. She wrote all that stuff down within like 30 minutes. Most people can't do that. She probably did it like in 20 minutes. She wrote down her script sounding like it. I was like, bam, 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 beautiful. She made the space to do that, and then she started to attack it like her life depended on it for about 4 hours. She had a list. She broke through the fear. She just needed somebody to tell her, like, this is what needs to be done right here. And when she did that, she had money coming in by the end of the day. I think it was a couple thousand, 3, 4 thousand. I don't know what it was, but it was a couple of $1,000s that came into her school in that period. I'm gonna put that video up so you guys can see that, because it's so important of what you are doing is making the space and giving yourself the opportunity to create something new in your life. But again, you got to break all this stuff out and then say, I'm going to be doing this right here. Why am I saying it like this? It's because the person that is generating their first 10K, the person who's generating 10 to 20K per month is not you right now. You're not that person. But you got to project yourself into that person and start doing the activities that that person is doing. Y'all heard me say my Monday next week is booked up. Our meeting, I have another meeting that I have to do face to face. I have my meeting with Mr. Blake's, and I have two other meetings. Why? Because I'm setting myself up. Like if I have these meetings and I do these things, I'm going to reach my goals. But I'm not waiting for it to happen. These meetings have been set up 2 to 3 weeks ago. So my 3 months is crazy. I want your 3 months to be crazy again. Do in 3 months what takes people years. I'm gonna say it again. Do in 3 months what takes people years, but most people are not going to do the things that I'm telling you guys and girls to do right now. The next thing is, and I just touched on it right now, it is like the actual fear of doing the things that I'm telling you should be done because the fear holds people back. So everyone knows what fear is. I'm not going to touch on it. I'm not going to be on it so much because it's in that video. But a lot of people don't get to where they want to get to is because of fear. The reason I'm setting this stuff up the way I'm setting it up is for everyone to get a bit of juice before the week starts. You have to break past the fear of doing a thing and being paralyzed by the thing. But if you just show up like if you show up every week and don't do anything in your life, you're doing a disservice to yourself. You're going to see this group grow, 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 grow. But you have to admit these things to yourself. Like, I'm scared to do this thing. You know how scared I was to speak in front of people for years? Now I love speaking to people. I can make people cry. I can make people laugh. I can make people fart. No, no, laughing. No, no laughing. Kind of laughing a little bit. Nah. But I had to break through the fear of actually doing the thing. Like if your thing is I'm going door to door, the amount of fear behind going door to door is almost up there with death. That's why I would still go door to door to this day. Why? Because it's one of the scariest, one of the hardest, one of the most nastiest selling processes ever. They call it the armpit of selling. Why? Because it is cold calling, but going to somebody's door. But you got to break through it. If you are a phone person, whereas I got to do this over the phone. Like I'm going to be calling all of the business owners. I'm going to be calling all of these people. There's so much fear behind that. So how do you break through that fear? It's actually doing the thing and having somebody pump you up before you actually go out there and do it. When I was building my first $1 million business, which was the COVID campaign, I had 18 offices in that. What I had my people do is call me before you have a meeting. And people don't understand this. This is about to be some spiritual stuff right here, but stay with me. There's a transfer of energy that's happening right now. I'm transferring energy from myself to you. That's why people that really don't speak on stage, they don't understand like how tiring it is. Like after I get done with this, I got 12 hours to spend with my kids. I'm about to be tired. That's why I had coffee right now. I had pre-workout. I had this, but there is a transfer of energy that I'm about to give, that I'm giving y'all right now. And there's a transfer of energy that I gave every single time somebody was about to have a meeting. And it's something like this. I had somebody, it was 3 years ago now. She opened up every single county in Arkansas. And that call went something like this. Hey, Rob, I'm in the car right now and I'm about to go talk to this district attorney, court judge, whoever it was. I'm about to go talk to this person and I don't know what to say. Boom. I'm about to give her 15 minutes of just pumping her up. Hey, this is what you're going to say right here. You're going to say this. You're going to do it like this. This is what's going to happen. You're about to go kill this thing. But like I give her 10, 15 minutes of energy. That's why I'm doing this right now. So y'all have this to float throughout the entire week. Why? When you get off this call, y'all should be floating like you're flying. And then come Wednesday, everybody about to do years, it's gonna go down. And then Monday, boom, we're gonna go back up again. But there's a transfer of energy. That's why you should watch self-development stuff. That's why you get into to exercise. That's why you get into things that are going to pump you up and build you up before you go out and do a thing. Before I got into this call this morning, I made sure 30 minutes of exercise. I gotta get it. I gotta get pumped up. I gotta get my energy up because I'm about to transfer energy. So transferring I'm sorry, getting rid of fear, the easiest way to do it is get somebody else's energy to build you up and pump you up and get you out of your head and realizing that the fear that you have in front of you doesn't even exist. I need to speed this up a little bit. We went over reflecting already. I said I'm going to touch back on it again, but it is truly evaluating your life for what you want and for what you are projecting out there and making the time and the space to do the thing. So I have it in here 2 times because I my desire for you is to set your life up for this to happen. If you're going to be using, I'm going to use Rome as an example. If you're going to be setting up a call center, he has the experience, he has the knowledge to do that. Whatever he's doing in his life right now for income, it's not this. So he needs to do whatever he's doing in his life to do income. I don't know if he's married. I'm about to just make up some things. He has a 9 to 5 and he has a kid and he has a wife. I don't know. I'm just making this stuff up. I think you do.
I do
But
have a kid, not a wife.
okay, so he has a daughter, right?
Yep, daughter. Yep.
All right, watch this. I'm about to make up some things just so you guys can understand what I'm saying. So he has a 9 to 5 and he has his daughter. That means he needs to make sure he spends his time with his daughter. And I call this formulating your own puzzle. Everybody's life is different. That's why when people say, hey, I got this coaching program, right? If you spend $10,000 with me, then I'm gonna send you through this course and you're gonna do this coaching program and it's just gonna work in your life. It don't work like that. Why? Because everybody is different. Everybody needs to be tailored to a certain thing. Everybody has 10 pieces of wood. I want you to follow along with me so this makes sense. I'm gonna paint this picture and I'm using Rome again as an example. Everyone has 10 pieces of wood. Everybody. And everybody has a fireplace. What's the thing that's important to Rome, I can tell anybody that has kids is number one, his daughter, number one priority. His life now is structured around taking care of his baby. So what needs to happen is he has 3 pieces of wood out of the 10 that he's going to put into that fireplace. And because he needs the relationship with his daughter has to grow. It has to be there. Nothing is going to stop him from doing that. So that means he takes 3 pieces of wood out of his 10 and he puts it into the fireplace. Now that relationship with his daughter is good. Like it's gonna maintain, it's gonna go. That has to happen every single day, right? He has 7 pieces of wood now. He has another fireplace where it's like I gotta provide, right? No matter what. So boom, that's 4 pieces of wood gone. Now that's 4 pieces of wood into that fireplace so he can take care of his life, so he can take care of his daughter, and so he can progress however it is in his life that he needs to progress. Now he has 3 pieces of wood left. With those 3 pieces of wood, what is he going to do? Is he going to go into what I was talking about before, which is alcohol, which is drugs, which is pornography, which is not taking care of himself? No, he's not going to do that. Why? Because he told everybody last week that he is going to build out a call center. And by the end of next month, which is January, he's going to have his first person onboarded. with him and working with him. He said he's going to have three. He's like, I'm gonna start off small, 3 people. So 7 pieces of wood is gone. So now he has 3 pieces of wood. So instead of him doing the bad stuff, he's going to exercise. Why? Because exercise is going to give him time back in his life. Boom. Now he has 2 pieces of wood. He still has his goal in front of him. So instead of partying, doing all the stuff that people do to distract them, I'm setting this up for you guys so you go into the new year right. He has 2 pieces of wood. So what does he do with that? He takes those 2 pieces of wood and now he is putting that into the goals that he said he was going to get, which is what? Recruit his first 2 to 3 people. Spend every waking moment. Listen to me when I say this. Every waking moment outside of his daughter. Why? Non-negotiable. Outside of taking care of them right now, whatever that is, non-negotiable. Taking care of himself, non-negotiable. So he has 2 pieces of wood. Yo, hey y'all, I can't go party tonight. I can't go do. Hey, for the next 3 months, I'm going in. Hey, for the next 3 months, I'm going in. Listen to me when I say this. For the next 3 months, I'm going in. I can't go do this. I can't leave out of this space. So because he has 2 pieces of wood to make this thing grow, to make this next reality grow. So that thing that he's doing that's taking up 4 pieces of wood, that becomes the rest of that 7 pieces of wood. Why? Because he's looking for this to be his main thing eventually that's going to take care of him, which y'all heard his goals last week. Now he has built something. And in that building of a thing, it only takes him 2 to 3 pieces of wood because he said, y'all heard him say, I'm not saying this. He said he's going to have a team. He said 1 to 2 deals a day is doable. This is not my words. This is his words. So that means now it takes him 1 to 2 pieces of wood to take care of himself, his life, and now he has the time freedom to do whatever he wants to do. But most people won't do that. Most people won't do the steps that I told you guys. I'm gonna make a PDF so you can see this. They're not going to do these different things. That's why there is no competition when it comes to progressing in your life. The last thing I'm gonna say on this, and then I'm gonna open it up for any questions or for anything going into the new year. It is breaking through, and this is the big thing. It's breaking through your limitations. If you're somebody that oversleeps, then it's going to take you day after day to wake up a little bit earlier. I worked security for like, I think it was like 7 years at night. Me working security at night allowed me to lose 150 pounds. It allowed me to teach myself how to read and write at 23. It allowed me to put myself through college, but it changed the chemical in my brain to be able to wake up at a certain time. So for me, I'm not a morning person, but for my goals and for what I'm doing, I change that. So what I do, I break through limitations. I need you guys to break through your limitation, your limitations. I need you to break through your limitations every single day, and that is doing self-reflection on your day every single day and having competition with yourself. I don't have competition with anybody. I don't care what anybody else is doing in the self-development world. I don't care what anybody else is doing in the sales, building out sales operation. I have my own goals. I have my own thing that I'm doing every single day, and that is breaking through that comfort zone. So it's like, okay, yesterday I worked, I'm just making this up. Yesterday I worked 4 hours. How do I work 6 hours? How do I work 8 hours? How do I work 12 hours? And how do I let that become normal? My goal for y'all is to fail every single day. Isn't that backwards? It's backwards because I want you to fail fast. People who build things and do things in their life, they fail very fast and they get back up. They get emotional for a second. It's like, "Ah, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe this sucks." Mr. Blake just said it last month, a couple of weeks ago. I knew you were in your emotions. Yeah, yeah. I was. It was a period of time. I was in my emotions. The business it didn't go right. I was in my emotions. Okay, good. I'm done with that now. All right, now I failed. Okay, what did I learn? I'm talking about every day. Listen to me. This is breaking through your limitations every single day, breaking through your limitations. I spent my time with my daughter, Rome as an example. I spent my time with my daughter but I did 6 hours of work. I made 2 deals. All right, we're about to do that to 3 deals. All right, we're doing 3 deals tomorrow. I didn't get 3 deals. What did I do wrong? All right, cool, 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 cool. I did this wrong. Now I've got 3 deals a day. Now 3 deals a day is easy. How do I get to 4 deals a day? Y'all see what I'm doing? Every single day, if you do this for the next 3 months, you will have between 10 to 20K per month coming to you because you have built a structure. But it's hard. And most people won't do it. I'm going really long today because I know some of y'all need this, especially for the people that's going to be coming in later. And I'm not going to be going over all this again. This is I've been thinking about this. This is the thing that I do every single year. But this is the thing I've been thinking about all weekend. How can I motivate y'all to go into the next year like with so much power and so much just this is what I had projected. Everything that y'all said that you wanted, watch this. Everything that y'all said y'all wanted in an entire year, I need you to say, I'm going to do this in 3 months. Is it possible? Probably not. But what you're going to do is you're going to start to rise to the occasion. You're going to start to push off all the things that you thought were important. I got to have this drink tonight. I don't like saying this. I'm talking about water. I'm not talking about alcohol. I don't like speaking stuff over myself like that. But it's like some people are like this. Like it's Friday and I got to have this drink tonight. I got to do this thing. But my goals, I got to do them in 3 months now. So how do I do that? This is a time for everybody to have true self-reflection on themselves to say, you know what? This is this is what I have to do. And I'm going to do it in 3 months. Do in 3 months what takes people years. Like write that down, slap it on the wall. This is my thing. I'm telling y'all this right now. Watch this. My only planned halftime off is because Mr. Blake's is getting married in February. Outside of that, in the next for the next 3 months, I'm working. This is me. I'm not on a pedestal. I'm telling y'all what I'm doing. I'm working every single day. I'm doing something every single day that's going to push my businesses, plural, ahead. I'm recording this so I can pump y'all up and get y'all out there to make things happen instead of sitting there. I'm going to use this same thing, put it on my Automate Millions channel so that thing gets monetized and pushed out there that draws more people in so they can start their business or get put under the people who want the people under them. I'm projecting on so much to do over the next 3 months, but every single day, I'm working 12 to 16 hours. This is me. I'm going to fail 1,000 times. I'm going to get emotional. I might call one of y'all crying because I'm emotional and I just can't take it for that hour. But after that hour, I'm back in it. I want y'all to project in your life what you want and how you're going to do it and what you're going to put out there. Why is this important? Because most people set New Year's resolutions and 5 years later, they're the same exact person. Like the same exact person. So that's all I got for y'all. I hope that helps. This is what I have used every bit of my life. I'm gonna post this in the group so you can see it and you can pluck it and you can say this is where I need to work on myself because it's the same thing for me. I'm not perfect. I look at this stuff, but I live it though. I live it. I build structures around my life to live this stuff. If you got any questions, any comments, any observations, I'm here to make it happen for you.
Rob, this is Val. I just want to say huge thank you. That's really it. Just a huge thank you for putting this together. Super motivational. And for everybody on this call, I am a part of a team, but I'm also an individual, and I'm out there doing it for me, my family, as well. But I want to just piggyback off of what Rob said, which is be accountable. Be accountable. We Rob and I had a quick chat before the call, and I always look for how do I align with the vision. We all play a role in this. We are individuals, yes, but we're also we're part of a team, which is part of the vision that's been set forth. And I just want to say I'm just super stoked. Like it can't happen fast enough is how I'm moving. As Rob said, being accountable. What are you doing? What's your vision? What's your purpose? What are your intentions? And not just being accountable to your the person who you are using to hold yourself accountable to, but being accountable to yourself, being honest, being truthful, being factful, looking in the mirror and saying, I got to get this done, which is great. So I just want to say thank you, Rob, for putting this together again, and for your leadership, for your vision, and allowing me specifically to be a part of it. Thank you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Like I said it last week, you weren't on that call because I wasn't expecting you or Mr. Blakes to be on it. I know you guys are part of the leadership. But I said this. I believe that people should be paid off of the work that they put in and how things are put. And I said, I'm going to do a thing. Like we had conversation over the last 2 months. I said, hey, this is what's going to happen. And I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to make sure
Yeah.
it happens. And I said that to you so I could hold myself accountable to that because I
Yes,
don't
sir.
like speaking things that it's not going to happen. And now it's in front of us. And it's happening right now.
In motion. That's right.
And I said this last week. I was like, Val's going to be closing deals for you guys on the Vivid side until this thing lifts up. And he deserves to be in his PJs making money. Why? Because he put in months of work that people don't see. And I want you guys to understand this. Like it takes a lot to build something. When people say, I'm gonna build this thing overnight, it's not true. Like it is there is no overnight success. There is none of that. And that's why I'm spending so much time on like the self-development. Like some people's like, hey, I want the product knowledge. All the product knowledge is there. And there's even more product knowledge. By the end of this week, I'm gonna have everything that Val put. He's up. I'm gonna have everything. I'm sorry, my son is up. Give me one second. But I'm gonna put everything for Vivid up there so everybody can see it. I gotta get my baby. If anybody else wants to jump in.
Go for it. No problem. As we're all still here, anybody else, feel free. Don't be shy. Anything, nothing's too small, nothing's too big. Share anything, and we can all benefit from it. What are your thoughts so far? What are your experiences so far? If you want to share anything like that, that would be great. I know we're going to do shorten this session, but anything would be helpful right now.
Are you coming to the tax masterclass?
Listen, this is Darlene Shorten. How you guys doing?
Great.
Great. Listen, I'm really enjoying what Rob said because it's basically like a confirmation.
Yes.
It's mind blowing. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Exactly. It's so mind blowing because I delayed and I'm listening to this and I'm like, okay, I got it. Because when this was introduced to me, I was like, oh yeah. Then, sometimes I'm not gonna say the enemy, well, the enemy of the universe will
Sure.
cause you to delay.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a delay. And what he just now saying is basically like it's a confirmation that God have given it to me. And he just confirming what he said. Do that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
And that's where it's at. And it's just mind blowing. So it's just like, okay, because I've been into the marketing and the sales and the mortgages and I done did it pretty much everything. Like now I have a couple business of my own, but also I do the POS systems and I deal with business owners every day.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so, but this just allow you to realize it just like a confirmation.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say is a
Yep.
confirmation, because if you
Yep.
got something that's, I'm gonna just leave it like that. It's a confirmation.
Now, no, I know exactly what you're saying, and the reason why,
You know exactly where I'm coming
yeah,
from with that,
yeah,
right?
the reason why I have been off my camera and my mic was going off and on throughout what Mr. Mr. Wells was sharing is because my smile has been
Yeah,
so big and cheesy while he was
yeah,
talking.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and that is what you're speaking to, which is confirmation of everything that I have done and everything that I am doing is in alignment with what he is saying and what he is doing. And so when you're in alignment, my hair is standing up. You can see I don't have no hair.
That's funny.
You know, um,
Yeah,
when you're in alignment, I use alignment, confirmation, validation, all of that. It's
correct,
telling me that I'm in the right spot. I'm in the right place. And I'm
correct.
surrounding myself with the right people
And,
to make the
and,
changes in my life.
and you know what? That is so true. And everybody else is on here. And I'm a strong believer in this here. You have to rub shoulders with the
Mm-hmm.
right people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because
Yes.
he was talking about the energy.
Yes. Yes.
People energy is so, they don't know how powerful their energy, if
That's
it's
right.
negative is good. But when you're gonna rub shoulders, you rub
That's
shoulders
right.
with success.
That's right.
Successful people hang out with successful people.
That's right. That's right.
Billionaires hang out with billionaires.
That's right.
Millionaires hang out with millionaires. So
That's
if you
right.
carry yourself in the, just say in wherever you go in the bad area or what, hang out with negative people, you're eventually gonna feel that way. And then you're
Yes.
gonna feel that I cannot accomplish. They're gonna start settling for whatever they're settling for.
Whatever they're selling for. That's right.
Exactly. So that's my strong thing about that. I'm a strong
Yes.
believer in rubbing shoulders with. I like to rub shoulders with great people. That's
Love
it.
it.
So
Love it.
I am excited. So I talked to him the other day. So I'm on this call. So I'm excited. I'm pissed off at myself right now because I could have been on these calls.
That's all right. Timing is important as well, right?
Exactly.
There's a
Exactly.
reason. Yep. Love it.
Exactly.
Thank you for sharing that. I love it. That's making my hair stand up and
Well, you're so welcome. You're
oh
welcome.
man. Yeah.
All right.
Anybody else? Let's keep that momentum going because I love it. I know we got some movers on the call. I know Rob was sharing that we do have some people that are establishing some things in the background, and I'm not. I'm a man of action, right? I love to talk, and communicate with people. I love to motivate individuals, but at the same time, um I try to tell people, and this is something I say all the time. I move in silence, but I move, right? And that's because I want to talk less, listen more, and I want to share with folks, anything that I can help them with. And I'm going to end this with, if there's anything that you need and Rob or Mr. Blake's Derek is not available, and because I'm probably going to be your in-field everyday go-to person, but do not hesitate to contact me at any time. As a matter of fact, I received a text late night from I'm sorry, I forgot her name, and I apologize if you're on the call, but she sent me a call. I know she's in California, and you spoke of her, Mr. Well.
Lillian.
What was that?
Lillian.
Lillian, that's right. She sent me a text, and I just smiled when she sent the text. I don't know her. I've never seen her, but the fact that she sent me a text, a message, a communication, she was dialed in. That's all that said to me. And okay, we're gonna go. Right. I knew she was up late. I was up late. I sent her a response just to say, hey, I see you. I hear you. Thank you. And that was pretty much it. So for everybody on this call, as we said earlier, if you're on this call, you're on this call for a reason. And thank you for being here. And hopefully we do all move forward with the same intention, vision, purpose, and help each other to get there. And I am sincerely here to be a part of that.
I just want to say thank you. I'm here. I'm Lillian.
Hi,
I'm glad
Lillian.
you're here. And yeah, I got a lot of self-development to work on. I've been a stay-at-home mom for the last year, so just trying to get back into, but I'm like a businesswoman at heart. I mean, I've always been a businesswoman in some type of way or form. So I think my biggest struggle, to be honest, is going to be getting these kids out of here at 5 a.m. every morning so that I can still spend some time for myself. And then
Gotcha.
I have the most supportive husband ever, but like I've said in the comments, I've failed again and again and again. I've tried multiple different businesses, and I have failed time and time again. But so he's kind of like, you don't have such a good track record. I'm like, I know, but give me one more chance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I need your
Mm-hmm.
support. I mean, those who don't try will never win, right? So I mean, I guess
Yes.
it's a good thing that I have failed as many times as I have,
Yes.
that I have, because now I have a reason to keep on going. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
long story short,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I've been looking for. Everything else has failed because it just wasn't for me.
Sure.
I'm a work smarter, not harder type of girl, and I want a business that does the same. So this is it for me. And I love sales. I love engaging with people. Although, my social butterfly has died a little bit with COVID and then just being a
Yeah.
stay-at-home
Yeah.
mom. So
Yeah.
I'm working on getting that back,
Yeah.
getting my motivation back, my
Mm-hmm.
self-confidence back. So yeah, I got a lot to work on, but I'm doing it. And anyone else, who needs some good friends, let me know. I'm always here.
Awesome.
I've been trying to find some friends nearby, some like-minded business women,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
hard, believe it or
Yeah.
not. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm here. Thank you guys for all your time, Rob. Thank you for the motivation, because you know what? If it doesn't help anyone else, it helps me, but it does 100%.
Yo, me too.
Lillian, I'm sorry, Ro, I'm just going to say this real quick to Lillian specifically, since she just spoke. I'm just going to say, Lillian, I'm here for you anytime. And I'm saying that sincerely. I want to thank you for your vulnerability, first and foremost. But then secondly, to say you're not going to fail, because we're just not going to allow it. If you show up, you're not going to fail. I can promise you that you will not. And I know we can all get in our own grind, and we can get into our own thing. But what I want to share with everyone, the way that I work, whenever we get on the phone, the first thing that we need to do is just check in with each other. How you doing? Right? We're in here for business. We want to make millions, but just check in with each other. Right? Let's establish that from the ground up. Check in with whoever you're speaking with. Just make sure you say, "Hey, how you doing?" And be sincere about it. And because even being a leader, the one thing that a leader is never going to share, for the most part, is how they're doing. That's just what their mind is always in. Leadership mode. And I gotta go. But please check in on me. Hey, how you doing? How are things going? And I'm just for a bit of motivation and I'm going to say vulnerability on my part. And this is not for a pat on the back or anything like that, but I'm a cancer survivor in the last 2 years. And I want to use that to motivate people to say, hey, listen, you can stay down in the dirt, you can stay down in the mud, you can stay there where you are, or you can just say, look, I'm going to beat this, I'm going to move on and get things going. So I am here because of that process. And I'm just saying to everybody here, check in on each other, make sure everybody's good. So Lillian, if you are challenged with anything, just reach out. Just reach out. And that's what we're here for. And I want to be a part of your success. So you're not going to fail.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I need a team behind me right now.
That's it. Exactly.
Thank you. No, I'm sure I'll be catching you in quite a bit the next few weeks.
Let's
I've
go.
been doing what I needed to do. And, the networking, I'm doing the best I can. But I think just right now I need to hit the floor running, because the longer I'm waiting, the longer I'm slowing down. I'm losing that fire, so
Right.
I'm going to hit the streets. And then once, the checks start rolling in, then I'll work on getting back into the networking groups and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a great place to start, because you're starting from the ground up. And that's where I started from the ground up.
Yep. Yeah, but I'm excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sorry, Rome. Didn't mean to steal your fire, brother.
Oh, you good? I was just agreeing with what Lillian said.
Yeah. And I'm hearing a lot of alignment, and I really I'm looking forward to getting to know you all individually as well as collectively. But, again, everybody is here. You either see it or you don't. Rob, myself, Derek, we talked about this for so long, because we've gone through the processes and the different phases of all of this. And you don't have to beat anybody with this. You either see it or you don't. And as Mr. Wells said, some people are just going to fall off just by default. You may want something, but are you willing to put in the work, the effort of what it takes and some of the sacrifices? That's key. It's key. Rob, before you left, I don't know if you were able to hear what I said when I started, but I've been back and forth. So I apologize. I've been back and forth on the mic or on the camera because I've had the biggest smile on my face while you were talking. And I'm gonna say this in front of everybody. I was going to ask Derek, Rob to give me a call later, but my fiance, who's in the background, was making breakfast for us and all of that stuff, and brunch, I should say. And she was coming over as you were talking because you were hitting her in the head. Like you were hitting her, and she has never done that ever in our entire 8-year relationship. She has never, in all the motivational things that I have listened to in her presence, all of that stuff, she has never come over, put her arm on my shoulder and tapped in. And what she said was, "You and him are brothers from another mother." Because we talk like this all the time. So I love it. I love it. I'm so grateful for this opportunity.
That's beautiful. This mic should be on. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I appreciate her. Thank you. Like I never want to feel or say want y'all to feel like I'm preaching from a mountaintop. Like I'm nothing.
Yeah.
The only thing that separates me from a lot of people is I'm okay with eating SHIT. Like I'm okay with that for a long period of time. Like most people can't stomach it. Like
yes.
I'm okay with it. Like I have literally read thousands of books and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on mentors, on coaching, on all stuff. So the stuff that I'm saying is not this like far off mystery thing. It's like this. It's the stuff that I use in my life on a day-to-day basis.
So and you're in the trenches.
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in it.
Yep.
Like this. What you guys are seeing, and I'm going to keep saying that is what you're seeing, the new wave of what's happening for people to have opportunities everywhere. Everyone outside of me and Blake's are in the same state. Everyone else on this call is in a different state somewhere. And that gives you the opportunity to do a thing. There is nothing out there that where it's like, here is the opportunity. All you have to do is just sell it. And I'm going to give you every bit of tool and every bit of support to make that happen. And this is what it is. However, I can structure these Mondays, so it's never about me. However, I can structure this, y'all let me know. I'm huge in self-development. I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do my entire life. So every bit of meeting in the beginning is going to be that. You see me? Hey, what's up, baby? Every bit of Mondays, and I'm gonna tailor it smaller. I did this so people have what they need later. I'm gonna tailor it to make maybe 15, 20 minutes to give that boost in the beginning of Mondays, and then we can tailor it down to this is the product knowledge or whatever it is, or we can do that a different day. But I don't like having meetings. Hold on a second. I don't like having meetings. I'm gonna tell you guys that just because I feel meetings can be a waste of time. But I like having productive conversations.
For sure.
That's how
exactly.
Productive
focused.
Conversation. So I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna do 15, 20 minutes of like, hey, this is what it is. And then whatever is needed for people, please lean in. Like I'm super accessible. Bow, accessible. Blake's accessible. So to make the thing happen, because everyone has different goals and different visions. I don't want this to continue to go on for super long. So if anybody wants to jump in, say anything, please say it. Or any questions, please say it. Or if you need help with what you're going to be doing this upcoming 2 weeks to a month. It's so cool, my son looking at me speaking. This next week or something, this is the time to say it in front of other people. Why? Because it's going to help other people along the way. They may have a question or just be scared to say what they were going to say. And every time I speak or I'm saying we have a meeting, after that, I get a lot of questions. But it doesn't benefit other people as much as if everyone was saying it together. So I'm gonna open it up again. If anyone has any questions or anything they want to jump in, please say it now. If you have what you're going to be doing for the next 30 days, please, these 30 days is going to turn into 60 days. It's going to turn into 90 days. Set the goal for the next 30 days and destroy those goals and fail 1,000 times so you know what to do in the next 30 days. And then just let that pile on top of the thing, on top of the next month. So I'm gonna open it up again. Y'all have any questions? Can we dissect what you're going to be doing over the next 2 to 3 weeks while everybody else is sleeping and talking about the New Year's resolutions? Is there any help that can be given right now because you guys have people in front of you that can help you get to your goals?